The audio levels. The audio levels. A little bit lower on the volume. Yes. Yes, I think that's better. Welcome. I have made a little bit of a start because I was figuring out what I think I wanted to look like. The last episodes we have installed the nuclear reactors. And we will work on making this flush with the ground, making it look nice and everything. Connect it to the rest of the system and yeah, get to that part basically. Then, this front part here, I'm getting a little bit worked up with this because I can't get this graph generator to be the correct orientation. So I was thinking about doing a little bit of a drastic approach, really. And for that we need a specific vehicle. Where is this vehicle? Where is my vehicle? Ah, there it is. So we're gonna try something with this. First, to do this, we want to get the arm as close as possible. Okay. Then let's get the hauler. Turn everything on. 876. Disconnect. Oh, lag. Because the script is giving some lag. And we're gonna pick up the little vehicle. Let's hope it fits. Well, it will fit in the width. Let's just hope I can fit my hauler as well when I do this. Seems fine. Okay. Let's quickly think about where to install this. Graph gen. Oh. Then we have to change the override controls. Can I not lag out? Thank you. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make an area that looks a bit like the sleeping pods of the crew of this ship. The only thing is, I don't know how to install that, but I really prefer to have this thing to be in the center, so when you walk through this hallway, you'll have this thing right over here. But I want to make it look nice. So I'm thinking what type of blocks are interesting to put around it. If there's anything that I would really prefer to put around it. I think it's fine, really. We can move the cryo chambers as well. But I just want to place it right here. I'm just gonna close off these areas for extra protection. And then we still have to place that one hydrogen thruster. What can I place it on? Does it have a... No, it doesn't. It only requires energy. So I could just find an interesting block to place it on. Like a column or something. And then put it behind glass. That might be interesting. Okay, column. Okay, let's try this. There we go. And then we're gonna place a welding pad on top of this. Oh, okay. Oh, what am I missing? Is it just too far for auto repair? Might be too far for auto repair. Oh, no it isn't. Right, let's place this on there. So I'm now currently driving in a ship, so the controls are a little bit more annoying. Oh. Have it down. Okay. My feet are killing me. I have helped some good friends of mine move today, and it was a lot of stairs. Just a whole lot of stairs. So I'm just happy to be able to play a little bit of Space Engineers. It's a lot of lifting, but at least I don't have to do it myself. I can just drive the stuff around. Okay, let's move it forwards. A little bit down. Okay, we're getting close. Yeah. Okay. A little bit forwards. There we go. Good. So, does it have override controls? I'm gonna set this field later. Does it have custom data? No. Good. Okay. So later we're gonna basically set the area of this to be the interior of this ship over here, all the way up to here. Then we're gonna set this one up to be the gravity of this entire area here. And then we're gonna set the one in the back up to be the gravity of everything in there. So this one over here is gonna be very important. Where we're gonna install it, I don't know yet. No, I don't know yet. We'll get to that. Okay. I think you can move the vehicle back out. So let's pop the crane back in. Park it as centered as possible. Wood really doesn't want to drive in this ship. Okay. Let's pick it back up. Okay. Hello? You want to connect? There we go. Ah, there we go. Good. Let's park it around here somewhere. There we go. Yes. So, now comes the moving of all the cryopods. And then we're gonna make a little bit of an interesting crew area. At least the holding area for the ones that are currently in transit. So, let's see. Let's just get them all close to the hangar door on the right side. I think the quickest way is just to drive this one. Alright, let's find them all. So I believe we had... That's a programmable block. We're gonna install it in the helm. That's a survival kit. Is it all just on the right side? That's possible. More programmable blocks. Air vents. Okay, let's go over here. I think there's one over here. I think there's two over here. Yeah, I already see one. Here's one. There we go. So, on the YouTube channel, I posted a poll. And this poll is basically about, you know, the ending of this playthrough is getting fairly close. Now, this is my first recorded playthrough that I will finish from start to finish. And I have many other games that I think are very interesting. Games like Satisfactory 1.0 came out a while ago, and I haven't played it for realsies. And that might be interesting. And my headcanon was basically that moment I hit that planet, that's where Satisfactory starts. To make a little bit of like a continuation of the same feeling. Of like, yay, we finally got to another planet, and then we crash land. Again. It's a bit what's in my head when I play these types of games. Just a little bit of like a story. Since you know, it's a sandbox, you have to make your own story. But that's at least what we might go through. But I'm not sure if people would be interested to watch that. Maybe some people would prefer to watch another playthrough of this, although it might also be that people might be like, we've just had like 50 episodes of Space Engineers. Maybe it's better to see something else first. I prefer some differences in what I play. So a little bit of a, how do you say that? Like a little bit of a diversity in games to play. Just you don't want to play the same game over and over again. If I wanted to do that, I'd play RuneScape. I've done it for a while. I mean, guilty as charged. I have a lot of hours in that game. But I'm unsure if I would really prefer streaming a game like RuneScape. Okay. Especially also because I think a game like RuneScape is not interesting to watch, especially not just a standard-based game. I think RuneScape is only interesting if you're doing something very high stakes. But I'm not a high stakes player. But if there is a poll, at least, if you're interested in that, in what is up afterwards. If you're like, wow, I like this guy and I think he's fun, which probably nobody does, but you know, just in case, then leave a message on the poll just to show you, just to show me like what might be an interesting thing to do. Then I might play it. If I cut that survival kit out, I think the assembler will still stay up. Yeah. There we go. Now the only problem is that these are a bit squished in. And I've also started a satisfactory playthrough, or not a factorial playthrough, and a Timberborn. Both of those games have been, you know, on my list, my to-do list of games that I still wanted to play. Factorial I've played before, but I haven't finished Space Age. Gotten to Volcanus, and after that I usually get not bored, but just overwhelmed a little bit by the sheer amount of things you can do. So it's usually bleeds out at that point. So I want to give it a shot, and maybe streaming it might give a little bit more incentive to do finish it. But just let me know if you want to. Oh boy, are they gonna break? Oh, even a battery didn't break. Sometimes certain things, they fall 15 centimeters and they already break. Now they fall all the way down and they still are fine. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's get some caponis. Drop them off, get some energy. I have to be very careful that I don't detach everything that's here. Otherwise, that's entire part with the iron thrusters is gonna fall and blow up. Don't want that to happen, really. I still need those ion thrusters. See, that's not the last connection, right? No. I have to be a bit careful. This one's free floating. That one. Oh, it's now the entire assembler down. Yeah. Okay. Just drop the battery down and just see what happens. Nothing yet. Alright, let's top off some components. Worst case scenario, I'll just cut off the battery. There's gonna be a point where I'm gonna scrap most of the components that are in this junkyard. Okay, the battery's free floating as well, right? Yeah. Then why are you not moving? Well, you are moving, but you're just moving very slowly. Alright, now drop. It was the battery, right? Yeah, it was the battery, not the cryo chamber. Yes! This one was already damaged. Okay. Now that is what I expected to happen the first time. Now we're just gonna move all these cryo chambers over to the big base. There's one more. Yep. Okay. There we go. Let's move some cryo chambers. Then we're gonna install them one by one. A bit more upright. Okay. These don't lag too much. I know there's a lot of dust clouds coming off of my wheels, but don't want to move around with 5 FPS. That's one. I hope I can install them with welding blocks or merge blocks. Oopsie. Oh, that's the wrong way. I mean, we don't really need any small cargo containers anymore. I might... we have a lot of them right now. And what I will try to do is... all the rooms in the upstairs area. We are going to install a small cargo container and an air vent in every single room. That way we can access all the building materials from every single room, just in case we need to build something. Don't know if later on this is going to be very useful, but at least while we're on this planet building it, it's going to be very useful. That's the problem what you have when you have such a small inventory. Yeah, now it's correctly again. The head of the grabber was a little bit turned around. That is a very loud, small vehicle that just came through the street. So when the cryopods are installed, we have pretty much finished the lower floor. Just have to think about where to place some of the doors, some of the disconnections from each other, just so that every room by itself is airtight. And then we are done. The only thing we still have to do is place an air vent on the outside somewhere that makes air suck in just to fill our oxygen tanks. And we're gonna probably do that rather quick as well, just to make sure that we at least have already all the tanks full. When we get ice, we will not use it to make oxygen. Which is weird, because normally when you're electrolyzing water, you're getting hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. I think 2 more, and then we have all of them here. I think there's 2 more on this side. 1 broken and 1 intact one. Don't hit it too hard. It already missed so many components, but it still had its medical components. Okay. Here we go. Let's make a little bit of a ramp on this side as well, just to make sure we can move everything over. Do we still have a connection point somewhere on the bottom? Right here. There we go. Let's see if we can pull these cryo chambers up. Are we moving up? Not really. Come on, do I really need to bring the hauler to get these ones individually up? Oh god, please. If it was slightly crooked, I would have gotten it up. Okay, what about... Gonna get the same bullshit as we had with the hydrogen thrusters at the bottom of the ship. Okay, is this possible to move them up? And just to reiterate, these are the types of things that I used to do off video, just because I think it wouldn't make for an interesting watch, watching me struggle with these cryo chambers. Okay. Oh, right over here. I'm doing this right now before I install the floor in the oxygen tank room, because if I install that room, I would have to lift them up one block. So I'd rather do it this way, just to make sure that it's get moved. Come on. Let's slide back. Oh yeah, shimmy. Do the shimmy technique. So, right here, there would be otherwise a 1 block high flooring. And then I couldn't move this block as easy as I do now. Easy between quotation marks, of course. Then we have to think about where to install these. Although I think I would want them to be at the second flooring. So we would have another floor of connector junctions, and I will have a walkway in the middle here that ends in this this gravity generator, and I will have a walkway through here with doors on all sides that will end in these cryo chambers. I think that would look nice. We'll get to that. I think this would also be a very interesting game to play with multiple people. Although I don't really have too many people that are interested in this game that would enjoy it. Especially not into something that I could make videos out of, I think. Come on, don't slide back. Just come with me. Come with me now. Don't know if this is much quicker than just hauling them in. I'm gonna try like 1 or 2 with the hauler and see if I am faster and careful with that. I just don't want to destroy them. That's the reason why I want to do it by hand, because I don't have that many medical components, and B, you know, if they blow up, I only have 10. So, alright, let's give it a try. Okay, activate everything. 876. Nope, that's the wrong button. I want to press 2, not F. Okay, let's try this. Don't really have to turn, I just have to go down, pick one up, go back up. Okay, I think this might be a lot better. Should have done this from the start. Okay, don't drop them too high. Okay. Yeah, I have an idea for this. I think it would be very cool. At least this beats dragging this stuff up. Makes it a little bit less frustrating. Oh, I missed it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Accidentally hit the gun there. Hopefully it didn't damage my thrusters. There's also going to be a point in the future where I want to focus on getting a few videos in advance. Usually my videos are 1 or 2 days in advance, but there's going to be festival season soon. And if I have another playthrough, I might pump out 2 videos per day, which might work. And then we'll... I say pump out, makes it sound like it's bottom of the barrel, which it is, but still. But then at least I can work in advance. That way there's a video out every day without without delay in between. Just to keep a little bit to an upload schedule of some sorts. But I think that would also be dependent on what type of game. Mm-hmm. Okay. When this is done, we can start placing at least some things. I really want to work on the cryopods first, because if I need anything else, then I can at least still access it. Okay. And let's get 1 hydrogen thruster. Just to fill in that gap at the front. Alright, do we have one that's facing upwards? Do we have none facing upwards? Hello? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, getting a message. Thought I had my Discord on streamer mode, but I guess not. Maybe it's my friends who finally want to play Night Rain and cannot find their third player and think that I'm good enough to play that game. Joke's on them. No, I'm not. I suck at Elden Ring. There we go. Turn it off, those two off. Let's attach that. The thruster. I can feel like I have indeed done a lot today because my brain is a little bit slow today. My apologies if the commentary is less than usual. There we go. Alright, so that's back in place. So what I want to do is have a hallway here that is going to connect to one here, one here, one there, and one there. So we're going to have 5 cryopods basically attached over here. That way we are going to work away these conveyor junctions on the inside of the ship. That way. This one doesn't have to be here. We're going to have one more in between here just so we have an extra connection. Then we're going to close this section off. Oh. Okay, sure. Do we have an access? Yep. Right here. Inventory. Search for a tank. Dump these hydrogen bottles in. And they're filled. Wow. Who knew? How much oxygen do we have? Not full. Alright, we'll work on a way to get the oxygen back. I think I'm gonna do that in this area as well. I have an interesting design I have seen before. I think I'm gonna pop that right in between here at the top. Okay. So, let's see. Can I place merge blocks on the sides of these? Yes, I can. That is good. That is good. Oh. Let me quickly put... It is a good friend of mine who is currently... who succeeded on his driver theory. There we go. My apologies for the interruption. Had to celebrate. I know he was dreading that exam, so it's always good that he is now finally through it. To be fair, it's always either or. It's either the person has no issues with the driver's theory, but then they take like 7 tries on during their final test, the practical exam. And sometimes you have people who have done the theoretical exam in just 1 try, and then they have no issues with just driving around, but the moment they want to get their theory done, they have to do it in like so many repeats. It's kind of sad, really. There we go. Okay, that's the sideways done. I have to think about this ending part. So let's see, what type of windows do we have? What would be an interesting window for this? So I think an interesting design around it would be an interior wall on this side. Oh yeah, here you can see the thruster that's through it. This is the thruster we placed in the last episode. We still have some broken thrusters, but that's fine. We're gonna solve that soon. Okay, then we're gonna place an interior wall behind it. Let's see, we want it like this. We have no interior plates. Okay. Then I want an interior plate or wall on this side. I want the ones on this, and I want it like this. Okay. Then the hallway itself. I kind of want to use the floor decals. Actually, let's remove these ones. Let's start with the floor already on this part. So let's see, we want the floor passage. Like this. Here. And we want this one to be here. And then we want the 4 dots. Where's the 4 dots? There's the 4 dots. Okay. Then we fill this with a unremarkable block. This one as well. Then we're gonna install it. Let's see, does it have a connection at the back? Yes, it only has a connection at the back, so it doesn't matter what we do below it. But we're gonna see it a little bit, what's below it. Let's do we have an example, how much it would show? A little bit, alright. I think we're gonna put the floor center decal black. This one. Okay, now I just need to get them up here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's gonna be difficult. Oh, I'm gonna have to sneeze. BRB. My apologies for the interruption. Sometimes the nose is itchy. Okay. So my idea for this system is basically I wanted one right here. We're gonna have it a little bit more to the side, just so we can install the merge block. Have it like here. Oh, come on. What is that bullshit? Outside the ship? Sure, okay. Let's get this stuff again. Let's dump the tools. Okay, can I finish it now? Alright. I think these ones were very loud from the inside. Okay. Come on, shimmy it up. Almost there. Ooh. Oh, it's upside down. That's not handy. Oh wait, there's an unknown signal of only 500 meters away. Let me get that real quick. Do I have enough power? Yeah, more than enough. Oops. Hello there. Do you have something interesting for me? No, you don't. Hey, look, a tier 1. And there we go. That's all the interesting blocks. Is it a lot of interesting blocks that I got? Or components? 13 computers. Oh, and of course the tier 1. The tier 3 drills that you saw inside of it is from all the other ones that I've found so far. It's a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. We still need to install the auto repair system here at the front somewhere. But I think I'm gonna move it a little bit back, because if it's in the front, it has a large chance of getting damaged. Okay. Nope. Sick. My nails even hurt from all the grabbing of boxes today. Damn. Move it a little bit to the side. Then we can place a Murchblock. This time don't kill myself on that little lip. And it's attached. What we're basically gonna do is set up doors. I was thinking of a very specific type of door. Don't even know why. Oh, there is the doors. I was thinking of these doors. It's either here or put it here. Well, I think this might be the most interesting one. You have like a little bit of an entrance point before you get into it. Do I still have some girders? A little bit. So we're gonna have a door here. And a door here. Just notice that there's an empty space. Okay. Let's proceed with making the rest of this platform. Let's move this a little bit out of the way. Gonna make the next set. Oh yeah, let me remove this. No bulletproof glass anymore. Alright, let me make that. Sure. I think we have a decent amount of silicon left still in the reserves. Okay. Then we're gonna make a 4 blocks there, or 4 points. These ones are gonna be here and here. Then we're gonna have the one with the straight line. Yep. Then we're gonna have the center black here and black here. And then we're just gonna fill this space up with standard light armor blocks. Okay, and then let's get another one of these bad boys up here. This time I'll just use the more crooked part, otherwise it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna have to grab it and move it up here though. Can you move, please? Thank you. I mean, like I've stated before, these decals or these interesting designs that I really want to implement in the base take a lot of time. So my apologies if these episodes seem a little bit long or drown out. But I really prefer to have a base that looks good as well. And that might take some time. And there it is. Is it better to have it white looking in? Just so you can see if there's anyone in there? Think about that. Okay. I can still change it whenever I want to. We're gonna work a little bit backwards. And we're gonna see if we can get up until this point. We're gonna make 2 doors on both sides to access the rest of the base again. And from that point forward, we'll close off this section as well, and then we can work upwards. I can, I think, also attach a merge block at the top of these cryopods. So I think I can also just install these ones really easily. If I just place a merge block on the top of it, and then one over here. And when the ship is finally done, I can make a blueprint and save the entire thing in the projector. And then we get some power. Let's get this one so we have a little bit more room again to work with. Okay. We're merge block here, merge block towards it. Yep. Push. Push. Yes. Then we're gonna have some blocks filling this area up, just so you can't really see much from what's behind it. Okay, let's move this a little bit further back so we can work easier on everything.
Inventory full.
Do I need steel blocks for this? No, I need interior plates and steel blocks. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm gonna have one there, 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 and there. Can I just put some components into it so I can pick up these steel plates? Yes. Alright, next up, gonna need the passages. I have one here, and I have no interior plates. I'm gonna need to think about lighting. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's the correct one. Here and here. Then we need the one with the 4 dots. There we go. And then we're gonna need some light armor blocks. And that should be this entire area done. At least the first floor. Gonna put some install blocks again. Just to make sure that I can move these upwards. Come on. Shimmy. Shimmy up here. I got a merch block or 2. Mm-hmm. Does it merge automatically? There we go. This is... We are an hour into the video. This is your posture and drink check. So, here's to making sure you're hydrated for today. My fingers hurt when opening this bottle. Oh boy. Better. Alright, let's continue. So let's install the one on the side over here. I think we have all the components to fix the one that we don't have fully repaired. Then we're gonna think about what blocks to use to fill up the space in between the cryo chambers. It would be nice to have a block that's interesting for both sides to look at. Like it's really a type of medical room or storage room for people. Mm-hmm. Next. Only 2 more, and then we're done. Then we only have to decorate this hallway, close it off. Pardon me, had to react real quick. Good friend of mine from Ireland. Mm-hmm. Done and done. Pull this corner in and it's attached. Now the last one that's half broken. Itchy legs. I can really feel that I took a swim yesterday because I want to work a little bit on my conditions, like my my stamina, and that's a little bit of a tough thing because I'm a pretty big dude who usually only does weightlifting. So if you then want to switch over to some stamina training, running is not the way to go because your knees and your ankles will hurt. So I took to, at least I'm going to try to swim more, just to make sure that my body stays a little bit off of its feet. But then you're, you know, jumping in the water, and then you realize that when you're heavy, if you're in the water, it's still difficult to move around. Alright, so we have a little system now. I do like the look of the interior blocks though, because I at least know that they're interesting from both sides. I don't think these ones are interesting. Oh, they are interesting from both sides. Oh, I need some interior plates. I've never really used these blocks, so this is a good reason to finally use them. Oh, no, that's the wrong location. Okay. Let's see, where is my corridors? I want the ones with the windows. It's either gonna be this one, and have it like this.
Energy low.
We're gonna have it like this. Lights, 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 lights. Oh, I died, so my lights were off the entire time. I apologize sincerely. I hope it was a little bit watchable. Okay. Then gonna have one of these. I'm gonna remove this. Okay. We're gonna install interesting top blocks. I think so. I think we're gonna at least close off this with another interior wall. And I think we're gonna close off the tops as well with interior walls. We're gonna not be able to see much, but then we'll be able to see this. Ooh, or I really enjoy the look for this one as well. But then we can see what's over there. What if we do it like this? I really love this Pipeworks block. Okay, then let's install the doors. I think I'm really gonna use the other one, this one. What is top, what's bottom? Does it matter? Only matters where the door is. There's no button or no indicator what's top or bottom, right? No, I think they're universal. Okay, let's install them then. I need gore doors. One here, here. Okay, let's install them in the front as well. Yes, that's one. Okay. Let's take the same type of doors now from the other ones. We'll have the door on this side, and then we'll have the door on this side. And we can make these two, because we have the components for these two. There we go. Then we're gonna fill the rest with light armor blocks. Just to give it some extra support. Just if anything happens to it, then we at least have some defense. And then we're gonna close this off later. But at least for now we have this this area done. We're gonna close it off completely. Also just noticed that this wasn't yet colorized in the correct color. It's still not colorized in the correct color because it should be green. Of course, I need steel plate the moment I am at the last block. There we go. We're gonna build the helm on top of here later. But for that we just need to finish this floor first. Because we need to connect that, and we're probably gonna place another block here as well for defense. But we'll get to that. First we just need to finish this area. Okay, I'm not gonna make that in 55 seconds. So let's see on this side. Yeah. So first we're gonna start with the floor slab. There's two kinds, but I want the one with the dots. Because then we can use that to use the edge. And use this to place the correct edges everywhere. I need some interior plates. Now I have interior... Oh, cannot withdraw 10 interior plates? I've ran out of interior plates. Wow. Really? There's not a single interior plate in the base? There's 32 there. 6 here. 63 here. Okay, what are we complaining about? Are they just in locations I can get them? I guess. Alright, let me make a few then. How much iron is still in the game? We have 18 in this assembler. We have 106,000 iron ingots. Alright, let's go to the production. Let's go to main assembler 1. And let's just make some material plates. Oh, 1 sec.
Energy low. Energy critical. Energy